Okay, we have long division here. And since we're divided by 12, we need to know all our 12 timetables starting from 0. So we have 12 times 0, which will be 0. 12 times 1, which is 12. 12 times 2, that's 24. 12 times 3, 36. 12 times 4, 48. 12 times 5, 60. 12 times 6, that's 72. 12 times 7, that's 84. 12 times 8, that's 96. And 12 times 9, that is going to be 108. Okay, now we can be in the process of division. All right, so let's start with the 8 here. What's the closest thing in the 12 timetables to 8? The closest thing without going over. The closest thing to 12 timetables to 8 is actually the 0 here. So we're going to need 0 here as the top number, and then the multiplier, which is 0 here. So, sorry, 0 will go below, and the multiplier 0 will go on top. So the multiplier here and the 0 there. And then we're going to subtract. And 8 take away 0 will be 8. And now we'll bring down the next number, which is 6. So now we got 86. The closest thing to 86 is actually the 84. And the multiplier is 7. So the multiplier will go on top, 7, and the 84 will go below. So 7 and 84. 7 and then the 84. All right, now that we have these two, let's subtract. And we're going to get a 2. 86 take away 84 is 2. And now we'll bring down our next number, the 5. So now we have a 25. The closest thing to 25 without going over is actually 24. And the multiplier is 2. So we're going to put 2 on top and 24 below. So 2 on top and then the 24 below. And make sure that you're staying within all the squares here. And don't make the numbers go crazy. So stay within these spaces. All right, 25 take away 24 is 1. And now I'm going to bring down my next number, which is 0. And that makes a 10. The closest thing to 10 without going over is actually 0. 12 is too much. But and the multiplier is 0. So 0 will go on top, and this 0 will go on the bottom. 0 on top, 0 on the bottom, and then we subtract. So 10 take away 0 is 10. Again, make sure your number's in the right place. Then you bring down the next number, which is 6. So 6 goes here. Now, what's the closest thing to 106 without going over in 12 timetables? Let's look here. 108 is too big. So it'll be 96. So we use the 96 with the multiplier of 8. So 96 with a multiplier of 8. So put the 8 above and a 96 below. And then we'll subtract. Now, 106 minus 96 will be a 10. 0 here and a 1 there. And now finally, we're going to bring down the 8. The 8 will come down and go here. So the closest thing to 108 is 108. And 9 is the multiplier. So 9 will go on top, 108 will go on the bottom. So 9 first, and then the 108 here. And we'll subtract, and we have no remainder. All right, let's do it once again for the next column. All right, so we have 12 times 0, which is 0. 12 times 1, which is 12. 12 times 2, 24. 12 times 3, 36. 12 times 4, 48. 12 times 5, 60. 12 times 8, 72. 12 times 7, 84. 12 times 8, 96. And 12 times 9, 108. Okay, let's go back up here and start the 4 here. The closest thing we have to 4 without going over is a 0. And the multiplier is 0. So we'll put the multiplier on top here and then the 0 below. And then we'll subtract. So 4 take away 0 is 4. We'll bring down our next number, which is 9. 49. The closest thing to 49 without going over is actually 48. And the multiplier is 4. So we'll put 4 on top and 48 below. 4 on top and 48 below. And we're going to subtract the 49 and 48. So 49 take away 48 is going to be 1. And we'll bring down our next number, which is 0. Now the question is, let's see, what's the closest thing to 0 without going over? And it'll be 0, because 12 is too much. So the multiplier is 0 on top and 0 here below. So 0 and then 0. And then we're going to subtract. So 10 take away 0 is 10. And we bring down our next number, which is 3. So now we got 103. The closest thing to 103 without going over is actually 96. So we can put 96 there. And then 8 is the multiplier, so 8 will go on top. So 8 on top and then 96 below. 8 on top and then 96 below. And then we're going to subtract those. Now, 103 minus a 96 will take borrowing. Because we can't take 6 from a 3, too small. And we can't borrow from a 0. So we're going to borrow from the 1 here. And that's going to become 0. And the 1 is going to turn this 0 into a 10. And now that I borrow from here and take it here, I can borrow 1 from the 10. And it becomes a 9. And the 3 becomes a 13. And so 6 from 13 will be 7. And 9 from 9 is 0. So the essential answer will be 7. So we'll put 7 here. And we'll bring down the next number, which is a 5. The closest thing to 75 would be the 72. And the multiplier is 6. So we'll put 6 above and 72 below. 6 above and 72 below. 75 take away 72 gives us 3. And lastly, we'll bring down our 6. And now we have 36. And 36 is on the chart here with a multiplier of 3. So we're going to put 3, the multiplier above, and 36 below. So 3 above and then 36 below. And then we'll subtract, and we end up with no remainder, 0.